Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another tutorial in the NeoForge series. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to create your own creative menu, such as like the one they have for Redstone or the tools one, but one for your own modding one, so that you'll be able to see all your items. So in order to start, you wanna have watched the previous two episodes or the item episode. The main one is the item episode, and just to make sure you got all your items sorted and all your blocks sorted. And then, so in order to get started, you want to go over to your project, go to your core.init folder. In your core.init folder, you're going to create a class called creative mode tab init. And in here, you want to have your deferred register. You're going to do public static deferred register, and it's going to be creative mode tab, and you want to call this creative mode tab. And then in here you want to do create, and you want to do registries, if I spell it right, registries, 1 second, registries dot, and you create a mod tab, and in here you also have your mod ID. So we get from main class tutorial mod ID, and close off. And now we're going to create our main creative mode tab. You can have as many as you want, but this is gonna be our main one. We're gonna call public static final, and in here we're gonna do deferred holder, and in here there's two generics. You're just gonna do creative mode tab for both. Creative mode tab in here, and you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it tutorial underscore mod underscore tab equals, and you're going to do get our creative mode tabs and the static, and do register, and this is going to be your name of your tab. So just do tutorial mod tab. You can call it whatever you want. And then we're going to do supplier, and you're going to do in here, I'm going to do let's call this var builder equals creative mode tab builder. So actually, if you want, you can just do build instead. Build here. And in here we're gonna do now we're gonna set our display item, the items we want to show in our creative mode tab. So you do display items, and in here we're gonna do another supplier. Open that up, and you're gonna do return. And you're gonna do here, we're gonna do it returns two parameters. So it's gonna return our creative mode item display and the output. So we don't need this one, but we'll need the output in here. Alright, so I've got the stuff we need. Actually, we can't do that. So we'll just do all this item display parameters. And now we got this. We gotta do get our item in it, all our items, and then here we're gonna do get our entries. This is where to getting all our items, and then you want to stream it. So you're gonna go stream items, and you're gonna do map the item, and you just want to get items. And then once you've got the items, actually you're gonna get as item. So you're gonna do so I just get like this, close off, and now you're gonna do for each of the items. You just want to accept these items, and now we're gonna do the same for your blocks. You can do block in it. If you don't need to have the block one if you haven't watched the previous episode, but I'd recommend. And in here, want to do just where you do the same thing for the blocks. To do and here do output accept, and I'll close off. And don't return anything. And then in here, close that off. And now once you've done that, oops, go back. Now that you've registered your item, you can now return your builder. Now you will also add an icon, builder.icon. This can be any item, so I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna go ask get so that's our item. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, you need to. Nope, you're gonna have to do this. It's another supplier. Yep, just do that, and it's gonna be example item. And now, what's it? We need to get an item stack in it. So new item stack. This means we're able to use there. So now we got the item stack, and then you want to have a title. So we're gonna do builder.title is gonna be the name of our item, and we're gonna do a supplier. We don't need a supplier. Just do component or translatable. We're gonna set the name of this in our lang Darjin we created prior, and we're gonna do call it creative tab dot, and then just do tutorial mod. Just make sure it's spelled right. Creative and here tab, and then now just do turn build, and then just close this off. And now we need to go to our tutorial mod and just register it with the bus there, and let's register. And now 144 I know thing. Basically what we're doing here is that it's going to go through each item and then add them to the creative tab, and then through each block and add to creative tab. This will say no use, but we can just ignore that because it will just recognize this, so you can just leave it like this. No, you can't do that. You could have just put it in a function. If you actually no, just leave it like this. It'll work like this. And now we just want to do one final thing. We want to go to our diagen, our lang file mod in here, and now we're gonna add our. Well, we're not going to use add item or add block. We're going to use another one which will be which will not take item or block in it. It'll take just an add. So what you want to go ahead and do in here, just you want to create a new function. I'm just going to call it private void, and then I'm going to do add. Call it add. Just can call it have a string, which is going to be I'm just gonna have a component, and it's gonna be component and from, and you should do add. Yep. And then when you go ahead here and you do others, and in here you wanna do so. In here you want to do add. Actually no, we don't no, we don't need this one. You can just do normal add. In here you want to do add, and just want to copy this, and in here you want to do the name of your tab, tutorial mod. Actually, to make sure we don't have any spelling mistakes, what we do is we just create static here, so public static, and I'm going to call it string title. I'm just going to take this here, I'll just fix a spelling mistake here, and then insert. So here we'll just do this. Here we'll just do there. This will mean that we'll have no issues. Make sure that the names are correct. So we can just run data. This shouldn't take that long. It should take 2 minutes or so, like how it took in the previous episode. So I'll be back once it's done. Alright, now that our run data has finished, we can go to our generated folder, assets, lang, and we can see that it's been added. So create tutorial mode, and then now once we run the game, we'll be able to see that our tabs loaded. So I'll meet you back once my game has loaded. Alright, my game has now loaded successfully. I've joined my game. So if you go here, you should have this arrow and you see tutorial mode. Here's our item, and now here's our block. Well, that's it for today's episode. You've successfully learned how to create a creative mode tab, which stores your item and block, and you've given it a name and an icon in NeoForge. And that's it for today's episode. Hope you've had a great time watching and been very informative. Have a great day. Peace out. See you next week. Wa alaikum assalam.